Let's turn our attention over to Washington. We heard President Biden yesterday hail this as a historic economic framework, unveiling a roughly $1.75 trillion plan on social and climate spending. But one day later, there's some questions about whether this deal can, in fact, get done. Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith. Jess, where do things stand right now?
Yeah, Kiko. Well, yesterday, Democratic leaders had hoped to hold a vote on the bipartisan infrastructure bill. They were hoping that that framework would be enough to get progressives to vote for the bipartisan infrastructure bill, but it was not. Progressives did come out and say that they supported the framework. They will vote for it, but they want to see the legislative text, and they want to vote on both the Build Back Better plan and the infrastructure bill at the same time. That is something that they have been saying for months. But again, leadership was hoping that this framework would be enough to get them on board. But the progressives' thinking here is they want to make sure they get both bills. The infrastructure bill, in their view, is not enough. They want to make sure that the Senate actually takes up this reconciliation package and passes it. And even though it is much less than they had originally hoped, that $3.5 trillion, the fact that they said, the caucus leader said that they would support it is a significant deal here. We have yet to hear from Senator Manchin or Senator Sinema explicitly endorsing the framework. They're saying that they're going through the text now. It's expected that they should support this since they were really the key negotiators with the White House on this. They were the ones that largely pushed the White House to trim this down from $3.5 trillion to roughly $1.8 trillion. Now, the House was hoping to get that infrastructure bill done before October 31st when the surface transportation programs expired. But since they were not able to do that, they went ahead and voted to push that, extend the programs to December 3rd. So that puts a lot on lawmakers' plate on December 3rd because you also have government funding set to run out. You have the debt ceiling expected to be reached, and now the surface transportation programs set to expire all on December 3rd. Lawmakers say they want to get both the infrastructure and the Build Back Better plan done before that deadline. They'd like to get it done soon, whether that is in a matter of days or weeks. But as you know, Zach and Akiko, Congress does like to wait until the last minute. So we'll see once they get back to Washington how quickly they can move on these things.
Yeah, I mean, on the timing of that, it feels like it could be weeks or at least a month from now. I mean, we know the president's going to be in Europe over the next 5 days or so. Is the thinking here that the president is already sort of, his job is done in terms of trying to bring both sides together? Because it feels like even though there's no deal done in place right now, they are pretty much, they're getting pretty close.
Yeah, the White House has said that, they expect this to get the support of all the Democratic senators, and they expect it to pass the House. They really yesterday were just urging lawmakers to support both bills, infrastructure and Build Back Better. The president wasn't really pushing for that infrastructure vote yesterday. He was just saying vote for both of these bills. Speaker Pelosi was the one who wanted to get this done before he went to Europe. Clearly, the White House wanted that as well, but he wasn't specifically asking progressives to vote yesterday on it. So the White House is at least projecting confidence that this is going to get done, that allies in Europe are going to see that it's going to get done, even though they didn't complete everything before he went to Europe.